with it, get it in. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. All right, the book of 2 Ezra chapter 9, verses 3 through 7. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Verse 6, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. Verse 7, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith whereby ye have believed. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who continue to push this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in these latter days. Shalom, Akim. Shalom. Signs in the heavens. Famine and persecution is on deck. Signs in the heavens. Famine and persecution is on deck. Okay? The Lord, Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai, has made that visit to the world that he made. Okay? So during the course of all of these events taking place, everyone is talking about prophecy right now. Okay? Everyone wants to be a prophet right now. Okay? So with the famine that's taking place due to these food shortages, it's going to ultimately lead, okay, to nothing being on the shelves, okay? Because you have a shortage of baby food, okay? You have a shortage of diesel, okay? And speaking of diesel, okay, the gas prices have skyrocketed throughout the roof, okay? You have a water crisis going on over there on the West Coast, all right? So everyone is talking about prophecy, man. The Edomites, okay, the so-called white men, they're talking about prophecy. The Moabites, the Chinese, they're talking about it, okay? Or the Japanese, the Ammonites, they're talking about it, okay? But 2/3 of our own people, they cannot get it. They're indulged in everything else but what's actually going on in the world. That's why the Bible says the children of this world are wiser than the children of the light. Our people just can't get it. Okay? The book of Joel. All right? Real quick. The book of Joel. All right? Backing that up. The book of Joel. All right? The book of Joel, chapter 2. All right? And verse 28. It says, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. That's why everyone is talking about prophecy, man. All right? The signs in the heavens. Okay? The coming famine. All right? And the men of the Lord are going to be on Front Street. Okay? Because Esau going to do something crazy. This man's going to lose his fucking mind. He's going to go bananas. Okay? And I'm going to get into that also. Okay? To where the Most High, Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai, is going to perform a great and marvelous and terrible work in the earth to bring forth great death to where all eyes are going to be on the men of the Lord through this ministry. All right? So it says, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Everybody. Okay? And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. That's playing to the table right there, man. All right? Verse 29, and also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days, which we're in right now, I will pour out my spirit. Here we go. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in earth, the chariots, okay? The alignment of planets, okay? I'm going to get into that also, man. All right? Our brothers are flying in these chariots all the time. No breaks. They don't take breaks. Okay? Ain't no rest. Okay? They go to and fro out of the earth. Okay? Watching the men of the Lord. Okay? First and foremost. Okay? And reporting every wicked thing that's going on in the earth and every good thing. Okay? So our brother Zion, we set our house in order. We can be on the Lord's good side when he brings down this sword, that judgment. It passes over us. All right? And it says, I will show wonders in heavens and in earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. Now, you just had a solar eclipse last week, okay, or the week before last, okay? Right now, okay, as of this week, okay, May 15th through the 16th, you're going to have a blood moon, okay? So you have the phases of the moon. You had the new moon, okay, waxing, waning, okay, increasing, okay, ultimately get to that full moon, okay, on day 15th, on the lunar calendar, day 15th, the full moon comes in, okay, day 29.5, okay, 12 hours and 44 minutes, all right, the new moon comes in on the lunar calendar, okay, Genesis 1 and 14 goes into that, all right, the signs in the heavens, okay, so the beginning of these shortages, okay, is the beginning of famine. And Esau has already come outright and told you people there will be shortages. This is global. It's going to be a global event of mass starvation. And he wants you to rise up against it, okay, so you can come down with that sword. That's why you see people like Dabu 7 saying we have to rise up. I will fight this beast to the death of me. Bring it on. That's what Esau wants you to do. He's going to usher in martial law. It's going to be a sword slaughter upon these streets, beginning with 2/3 of the nation of Israel, okay? Lockdown, okay? Concentration camps, all right? And prophecy goes on from there, all right? Joel 2 and verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, solar eclipse, and the moon into blood. And these things are happening back to back, man. This is back-to-back events. Literally, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord. And like we just said before our conference call tonight we had, all right, you're going to have a horrible summer, okay, because you're going to have what we have down here is hurricane season. Hell, the Lord already instituted these tornadoes and everything. He's made that visit, as I just said earlier. Let me get that, man. All right? Let me get that real quick. Baba Kashak. Let me get that, man. All right? Let's go to Isaiah. Speaking of that word visit, stick to that word there throughout the lesson. Isaiah, all right, chapter 29, all right, in verse 6. It says, thou shalt be visited. I read that in the Apocrypha earlier. Okay, let me read that again. It's 2 Ezra chapter 9, all right, in verse 2, it says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. He's making that visit. We're going to get into that word. Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake. And this is all happening all across the world, not just over here in America. And with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire, ultimately those nuclear missiles. Okay? And the angels being, they play the part of bringing forth this destruction that's been happening, man. Whether it be tornadoes, hurricanes, okay? What they call, Esau called solar storms, which is nothing but the angels, okay, doing works in the heavens, okay? You have the Yellowstone Park, that's getting ready to explode, okay? Floods everywhere, okay? But that word visit goes into punish, okay? Judgment, okay? To plead, all right? Back in Joel chapter 2, all right? Get that back in Joel real quick. Joel chapter 2 and verse 31, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord, finna get that, shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, the Jerusalem in the Hebrew, shall be deliverance. And that's it right there. Okay? So these blood moons, these solar eclipses, is to bring judgment upon the wicked and salvation for the elect men of Israel. So when that word says whosoever, it's not talking about anybody. Why would the Lord say whosoever when he's going to mass murder 2/3 of his own people, according to Zechariah 13:8? And in Revelation, the 11th chapter, talks about the slain being 7,000, which represents a complete number of people being dead upon the earth. If whosoever can then call upon the name, everybody's going to be saved. That's not in the Bible. Okay, so when you read Acts the 2nd chapter, I think it's from the 17th verse to the 22nd verse, it backs it up. Okay, because it said the same thing right here. But in the 22nd verse, it repeats it, it follows it up by saying, ye men of who? Of Israel. Hear these words. It's only talking to the elect, beginning with the first fruits, who in hope of mercy. So when we see these blood moons, these solar eclipses, we're looking up. We did a video on that a couple of days ago, man. We're looking up. The salvation is coming. It's nearer than we will believe. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. Woo, that's Yahweh Shai. That's his name, the deliverer. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. That's it. That's it. That's it right there. Only in Mount Zion, in the nation of Israel, is going to be deliverance. Everybody else is wiped away through the famine, okay? Or get eaten up by wild beasts, okay? Down on these streets when civil war takes place, okay? Ultimately leading to World War III, okay? We're in the stages of Jacob's trouble. The time of Jacob's trouble is here, okay? It's coming. As the Lord hath said, and in the remnant, ooh, whom the Lord shall call, the remnant is the elect, the 144,000, all right? So in the article it says, from total lunar eclipse to Jupiter-Mars conjunction, watch these celestial events in May. It says the May celestial calendar for looks exciting for sky gazers. And these sky gazers, people go out there and get their lawn chairs, their sunglasses, get the umbrellas. Mainly you so-called white people. And you're not white, you're red. All right? You're pale. All right? Salaki, you don't want to go out there and do these type of things. You sit out there 3 and 4 hours for these events to take place. Okay? But what do the men of the Lord do? We already know that these things are going to happen. They don't have us in a frenzy. Okay? Let me prove that. All right? Let me prove that, man. All right? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. You know what I want. Jeremiah chapter 10, verses 1 and 2. Hear ye the word which the Lord spaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Beginning with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. It had them out of their damn minds. Wow. Did you see that? Okay? And like the video that brother's been posting with the chariots that NASA cut the live stream from. Okay? The Issacharite. The Northern Kingdom guy. He lost his fucking mind talking about some damn aliens. Okay? He was not only dismayed at the signs in the heavens. Jake actually think that they're aliens. Esau is the ultimate deceiver. Okay? Just had to make that point. Okay? It says, the month begins and ends with a couple of great planet spot opportunities, and NASA has shared a full list of those events as part of its monthly What's Up series. The agency called on all moon gazers to mark their calendars for the month's highlight, the next total lunar eclipse, which will be visible in the Western Hemisphere over here in America. I think it's over like to 95% of America will see this event. All right? On March 15th through the 16th, lunar eclipses are incredible celestial events when the earth comes in between the sun and the moon. No binoculars are needed to watch this one, and Esau's still going to get it anyway. And it's safer to watch than solar eclipses, which need special equipment. Let me get a precept, man. Second Esdras chapter 6. All right, verse 18, I'm going to read down. It says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh. Let's go. And to visit them that dwell upon the earth. It's that punishment that's coming, man. It was already set in stone. So ultimately in the spirit world, the judgment is already happened. So on this heaven right here, okay, the lowest, it has to be played out physically, okay, in the flesh, all right? Verse 19, and I will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly the wicked, with their unrighteousness. Come on. And when the affection of Sion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that should begin to vanish away, it's just that world is going into Esau's kingdom. Okay? This rulership is vanishing away. And it's happening right now before your very eyes. Okay? The destruction of the economic system, that's a part of the signs in the heavens. Okay? The great economic collapse. Like we said in the conference call, man. You're gonna have they make movies like what that movie is with the summer, Black Summer. Okay? It's gonna be a horrible summer. Ushered in with hurricanes. Ultimately leading to that dark winter. Because Biden already said within 6 months, okay, expect food shortages. The IMF said it. Okay? The World Health Organization already said it. Oh, hell is finna break loose. All right? So it says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The tokens go into the signs. All right? The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The woman with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old. And wow, we pray to call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to bring forth this judgment to you women who having these kids, who talk that shit. You women finna be fucked up in these last days, boy. Isaiah the 32nd chapter. You women finna get it. You're not finna get a free ride no more. That's finna come to a halt. You finna be in trouble. Very trouble. Cannibalism. Untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly, quick, shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty. Famine. That's on deck. All right? And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And we're blowing that trumpet right now. Okay? People are afraid. The Bible talks about perplexity, being confused, having a want, but not able to receive it. Because you're cut off. And the Lord's going to use Esau to do it. All right? And then raise us up. Okay? That's the balance of it right there. And at that time, the Bible speaks always about time. Okay? The time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? Shall friends fight one against another like enemies? Yes, because when a man ain't got nothing to eat, okay, I'm chopping your head off. Okay, I got to feed myself. Okay? I got to feed the family. Okay? My baby finna die of starvation. And that's happening right now. No insulin, no Infamil, okay? No Pedialyte, all right? And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. They are not going to run. No food, no water, okay? It's telling you right here. Watch this right here. Let's go over to 2nd Esdras chapter 8. Prove that. 2nd Esdras chapter 8, verses 58 59. All right? It says, and said in their heart that there is no God, because people always say that all the time. Oh, God will not do that. Or I don't know what God you serve. Or the God I worship is a loving God. We finna see. We finna see. Yea, and that knowing they must die. Having that mindset, you're going to die. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. All right? That's it right there. Verse 59. For as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men should come to naught. Okay? But since you want to worship Esau Edom, you're taking that jab. You finna take that karama. Okay? The Lord said don't do it. But you went and did it anyway. So thirst and pain is prepared for you. Okay? Not having nothing to drink. Okay? Not having nothing to eat. That's a painful way to die when the stomach eats the inside of itself. All right? So let me get a little bit more on the article. I'm going to get that, go back and Luke, and we'll get that. All right? It says, in the last week of May, Jupiter and Mars get increasingly close in the pre-dawn sky. This meeting culminated in close conjunction on May 28th through May 30th. Signs in the heavens. But these planets will be separated only by the width of the full moon. Just talked about that. Sky angels can use binoculars where you can also see Jupiter's largest moon. So these are signs in the heavens. Also, I'm gonna do a video on this right here. Okay, back in 476 AD, Pluto made a return to the Earth. That's when Rome fell. Okay. Now what Esau called the solar system has made that round turn to right now, in this time right now, with Esau's according to his calendar. All right, in 2024, which we, Lord willing, don't go that long. Okay, Pluto makes that full return to the Earth. Okay, so at that time, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, but we'll look it up, man. Okay, no man knows the day and the hour, but the Yahweh Shah said to always be on the watch. We don't know the day and the hour. Okay, Lord willing, don't go that long, but we don't know. Just prepare yourself for the long haul. Endure longevity, because we don't know. Okay, but I'm gonna do a video on that, on how Pluto made their return in 476. Now it's making their return right now to Earth again. In America, it's Rome all over again. All right, so let's go to Luke. All right, because this was on deck too, man. Famine, finna get the persecution. All right, Luke 21. All right, and verse 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. That's what you see right now happening today in the earth, man. You see this racial tension that's happening upon the earth, okay? Jacob versus Esau, okay? Esau versus Moab, Jacob versus Ammon, okay? The Hamites, okay? All over. Ultimately, the USA versus China, Israel versus Iran, those gutter rats, okay? Syria, all right, Lebanon, all those other nations. That's what it's talking about, man. Okay? And great earthquakes shall be seen in divers places, and famines and pestilence. Ultimately, this is civil war, okay? Uproars of the people, and earthquake, as I read in 2nd to 9th chapter. And great earthquakes shall be in divers places, different places that have never been hit, and famines and pestilence. That's coming too. More of that. Bill Gates already said it. And fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. We're seeing that right now today. Yahweh Shah speaking this, man. But before all these, so these things are listed in order. Yahweh Shah wrote about it. It's all in order. He said, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, coming to get you. Because like I said, Esau is going to do something dramatic in the earth, okay, to make people believe that we are terrorists. That we are the bad guys, the worst people in human history. Okay, he's going to put us out there like that, man. So prepare your mind, prepare your spirit for that, because it's coming. That's a part of prophecy. It's Yahweh Shah speaking it. The king, the great terrible king himself. And lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. So in order for us to be brought before kings and rulers, in the synagogues and thrown into prisons, facing the guillotine, this man has to perform an incredible act, okay? And we're gonna get fame also with that. I'm gonna do a video on that. Persecution brings fame. Zephaniah 3:19. Okay? 13, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. So when these things begin to happen, and we're gonna be held unaccountable for these things, blameless, okay? Not guilty, okay? People gonna look at us, okay, like, these are the true men of the Lord. Then shall it be known who are my chosen, as it says in the scriptures. Okay? It's going to turn to us for a testimony. Okay? This happened to us. Okay? Ultimately in the kingdom as well. Okay? Being talked about. We're going to be superstars, man. Okay? For real. Verse 14. Settle it therefore in your hearts, in your mind. Okay? Not to meditate before what ye shall answer. Don't be sitting over there. I'm going to bring this precept out. I'm going to bring this precept out when they ask me this. Don't do that. Don't do it. Why? For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist, because they cannot come against the word of the Lord. So even when you're doing these videos, always mention, thus saith the Bible, to be counted blameless. Watch what you say on these comment boards, even on these other social media sites. Okay? Because we're going to be targeted. Okay? Be careful. When you mention the MOTB, always say, thus saith the Bible. Okay? When you mention DTA, thus saith the Bible, because it's in the Bible. Okay? Be circumspect. All right? Luke 21:16. And ye shall be betrayed by both parents. Parents, mama and daddy. Okay? Because Esau, a lot of our family members are going to die. Okay? Esau's going to roll on them. Okay? To what mama's calling your phone. Baby, just turn yourself in. They just want what's best for you. Where you at? I ain't heard from you in a while. Drop your location. Okay? You're going to be betrayed by both parents. Okay? And who else? And brethren. And kinfolks. And friends. And some of you shall they call to be put to death. The guillotine is on deck. Okay? They brought it back. All right? They said over 30,000, but Esau got way more than that. Hell, we all may be put to death. Okay? We don't know. Jake gonna be on the run. Pilgrims, as it said, making yourself ready to the battle. The great insurrection is coming in. Got to get that in the pocket also. Okay? It says, matter of fact, let me get that, man, while I'm right here anyway. All right? 2 Ezra chapter 16. All right? I'm finna close out. 2 Ezra chapter 16. All right? Hit the point on it. All right. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 7. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right there. Why? Because we're going to be getting that fame. Esau going to come down with that great wrath. Okay? Look, just kill them. Wherever they at, just kill them. Send the drones, send the robots. Just let it all hang out. Esau going to lose his fucking mind. He's going to go bananas. So like we said, man, it's ultimately brought it down to the elect on the right-hand side. We're going to get that spiritual power, okay, versus the elite on the left-hand side. That's the clash, okay? That's the end of the game, all right? Verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, okay? Taking away everything that you got, okay? These are the men. These are the elect right here. Kill them, okay? Put them to death, all right? Yes, all right? Verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So what do the feds do against these drug dealers out here? They seize them. So when they come, they got something that's going to actually stick, okay? So it's a case that's being built. So throughout these years, you've been seeing the Israelites, they call it what? BHIs, all in the news. You hear it here, then they draw it back. You hear it here, then they draw it back. That's a case being built up, ultimately leading down to one big event. And he gonna pull off something fucking big. I ain't gonna even say you what I think it is, because I don't want them to flag the video or take it down, but it's gonna be something big. Something major, okay? To what? Yahushua said we're gonna be hated of all men. Oh, let me get that. Luke 21 and verse 16. And ye shall be betrayed by both parents and brethren. Is coming. Yahushua speaking it. And kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. I'm just doing you a favor, okay? They're going to be thinking that they doing the Lord's work by trying to put you to death. Watch this, verse 17. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. All men. Everybody, you're going to be looked at as tall. You don't have bounties out on your head or warning. okay? On the back of fucking milk carts, on the front of these convenience stores. Have you seen this person? On fucking billboards. We all over the TV screen. If you ever been to jail before, they're gonna have your picture on the front of the news, making you out to be a terrorist, okay? And it says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Period. You're going to be hated, and we love to be hated. Yahweh Shai wasn't like. He was hated. He said the servant not above his master. So what he went through, we're going to walk that same path. Similar. Not the same thing, because can't nobody go through what the king, the great terrible king went through. We're going to walk a similar path. All right? So let me close out with this. All right? This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, and verse 73 and 74. All right? It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. That's all that right there. What I just read in the book of Luke. Being tried as gold in the fire. Okay? Worthy. All right? Verse 74. It says, hear ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. And it's telling you through these signs in the heavens, like I read 2 Ezra 9, these powerful works and signs in the heavens, and endings and effects and signs, that's happening right now. And they're going to increase. Even in November, what's coming up, you're going to have another blood moon. Got to throw that in there. Okay? Verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So what does it say in Jeremiah 30:7? Okay? That's Jacob's troubles for the 2/3. Okay? But he shall be saved out of it. Okay? It tells you right here again. The days of trouble are at hand. JT, Jacob trouble, the great tribulation, however you want to put it. But what? I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt. For Yahweh Shai is your God. Remember, Yahweh Shai said what? Behold, I am with you even to the ends of the earth. We ain't got nothing to worry about. Just keep pushing, knocking. With that, I'm going to close it out. Hope the video was very edifying to your few sisters and your few brothers. I want to give all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect who continue to push this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. Abad Babal, Kwam Yashala, Shalom, Makiyam.